Hello everyone. We're going to be doing orchids again. I had sent you the 2 files that we can concentrate on. I'd like to do just one of the close-up orchids that I gave you the file for. So the colors that you need is the 242 yellow and either or 399 or 398. They're in the orange family. And then, of course, the dots on the orchid will be in the 390. Okay? So I'm going to mix my green first. So it is the yellow and the indigo, as you've done so many times. So let's see. And I've also changed the angle of the recording, so it is now my left so that my hand doesn't cover everything like in the past. So bear with me. We're going to do the stem first so we can position the flowers. And we're going to leave some gaps. And again, they don't have to be this, the same as the photograph. And make sure that it's not just a straight line, but it is, a bent form. But make room for your flowers. And then you can add some of the stems. Some of the stems have a lot more yellow in them. Oops, and I just went into the, should be this yellow. So add some stems that you can later come in and do the flower. Some are shorter, some are longer. So again, you're not, exactly like the photograph, but it's a representation. Okay. We can always go back and add multiple stems where the flower is coming from. So that's that. Now, since you have you're working with the green, maybe we should do the stalk as well. So, because you're working with the same colors. You can change brushes or else you can use the same brushes. Don't forget about the black, gives it depth. So don't forget the black is always part of the composition. Not the composition, but the coloring. Sorry. So you can do it 2 strokes. You can do it in 1 stroke. But it's long and they're all connected to each other. God, I suck at this. It's one on top of the other, and then you have some going the other way. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. Hopefully this is a better view for you. I'm going to bring this closer so you can see the leaf on the edge. And later on, we're going to come in and do the detail of the leaves with white. Okay. So the edges are a bit rounded, so you might want to pay attention, you know, so it's not so pointy. You know, just correct it if you have to. Correct it if you have to. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go to the flower, and it is the yellow, and either $3.99 or $3.98. So let's see, let's try. They're kind of free flowing, so you can just have fun with it. They are a lot more yellow than they are the orange, so, but there are variations. So just have fun with it. Thick and thin, thick and thin. And later we're gonna go in and add the detail. The middle is yellow, so you might want to put some yellow in the middle. And maybe you start off with that, actually. You start off with the middle dot, and then you go into your petals. So let's try that. Go back into the yellow. It didn't come out as yellow as I wanted it to, so let's see. Okay. So I also noticed that there are some of the orchids are coming off of the stem, so you can go back into the stem and do an extension. So it is they're just coming off of it. So, the whole idea is to just have a variation. This looks like a sideways. And be free. And just, you're just having fun with it. It's never going to look like the photograph. Believe me. Okay, so let's see, one here. And then we can add don't laugh. Okay. So it's starting to take shape, I think. I'm kind of liking the direction. Okay, this looks more like orange than yellow, but that's okay. It's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just give a suggestion. You can always go back and correct it. So, but as you look at it, it's going to take shape as you start to add more and more of the orchids. Yeah. Some are in the back, some are in the front. Some are sideways. So before this gets too long, it's now 10 minutes long. What I wanted to do is I want to show you the detail on top. So I would go into a red, which is a little bit darker, probably 390. And start to do the dots. There is no method to it, it seems. It's just they just exist right on top. Some orchids only have the spots on one side, but this orchid really is all over. And it's probably more dense towards the center and then slowly gets less and less towards the end of the petal. So your mind is really occupied with just doing this. It's thinking of nothing else. But just creating these little orchids. These little petals. So they're beginning to look like the picture. So of course we'll do this again tomorrow, but I just wanted to post this video so you have a reference. A lot of detail. As far as the leaves are concerned, I will do some of the details in white, but I won't do it here because we're at the 13-minute mark. It'll take up too much time. So, but I will do that and show it to you. But basically, this is how it's turning out. Okay, I will finish this and then send you a file. Okay? See you tomorrow.